beautiful Jack King Field, the site of Week 5, Canes versus the Hillcrest Rams, coming in at 5-0. The Canes at 1-3. I'm Blake Miller here with Keith Ausburn, Austin Tripp on the ones and twos, Ethan Mayfield on the main camera. Of course, we're down 2 guys. Keith Evans is not here tonight, and Logan Dew on vacation, so no sideline anything tonight. But Keith, another week of football nonetheless.
Yeah, as I was telling you before we came on, looking forward to this night all week, and cool Friday night football weather. Let's do it.
It is definitely something to wait for all week long. Of course, last week the Canes lost to Burns 28-7, and we'll take a quick look back at all the highlights from last week's action for Wren versus Burns. Beside him, it's ready to go. Tyler Morgan will step up, catch it at the 5, and look for blocks. He'll go up the middle. He's trying to cut out left side. He's got speed. He hits the 40. He's going to hit the 50. Can the kicker catch him? No one's going to catch him. Oh, he gets tripped up by the kicker at the 20 and a flag, and the Canes will start inside the red zone. End zone first, and here come the Rebels. Snap for Stevens. Handoff. He's going to go up the middle. Look like he fights in. Finally, a touchdown called for the Rebels to make it 6-0. Man, that field. Snap, handoff. No, he fakes it. Left side, wide open. Touchdown for the Rebels. That's going to be Ethan Morris on a 10-yard touchdown throw from Andrew Stevens to make it 13-0, pinning the PAT as the Rebels go 2 for 2. Stevens checks the play, and he'll check his coaches to maybe change it. Canes got 6 in the box. First down and 10. Snap. Handoff Segura, right side. No, he'll drop back and throw. Has his guy at the 40. Caught. He's going to hit the 30. Titus Sessions can only chase him into the end zone as he turns around, and there's going to be a flag. If I was a Cane fan, I would be trying to wonder if he lost that football before he passed the line, as he was losing it when he backpedaled. 2:35 and the Rebels strike. It's going to be a touchdown for the Rebels, pinning the PAT 20-0. More than likely with a backed up PAT.
That should be a touchback. He lost the ball before he crossed the line.
That was very
Coach Fred's all over it.
That was a lot closer than a lot of people will believe or think about on this side of the football field. Kings offense back on the field. First down and goal from the 10. 5:50 to go. 2 closest to you, 1 up top. Bagwell's been on a running spree here on this drive. A couple big 10-yard runs that put him here in first down and goal. 4 takes a snap, hands it off. No, he's going to keep it left side. He's got speed. He's got a hole. Touchdown, CB4, 21-6, pinning the PAT. And, man, everyone take a sigh of relief. Finally, the Canes strike here in quarter number 4. Snap. Handoff to Evans. No, keeper. He's got to beat Brandon Kirby to the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Rebels, as Andrew Stevens shows off the legs to make it 27-7, pinning the PAT. And that one, more than likely, going to be the nail in the coffin for the Hurricanes.
Once again.
So, of course, that was all the highlights from last week's broadcast. As I forgot to mention pregame, this is the 84 Lumber pregame show here on the Founders Federal Credit Union booth. And we, of course, thank our title sponsor, Team Wise, for sponsoring each and every broadcast, and all the sponsors that have joined during this football season. We love to try to bring the best broadcast to everyone that watches week in and week out. We know we also have a couple viewers from Pattersville and other teams that are on bye weeks this week, so I appreciate everyone tuning in as we take a look at stats from last week in that Wren Burns loss. Colton Bagwell, 3 for 16, 56 yards in the air, 15 attempts, 98 yards on the ground with a touchdown. Reese Price, 24 attempts, 77 yards. That fumble earlier in the ball game that killed a Canes drive there in the first quarter. Seth Hickerson, 1 reception, 1 yard was something we're not expected to see a lot this year after he had 4 touchdowns through the first 4 weeks. Braden Binnicker, 2 receptions, 18 yards, and Mr. Pedro with 2 sacks, and Brandon Kirby adds to his interception count. But my big thing, Keith, listen through all that, is Burns' defense wasn't really known all year of being able to stop an aerial attack, and the Canes just couldn't get it going through the air.
Yeah, we couldn't. I know it sounds like it every week, especially the ones that we've come up with a loss, but the stats didn't really play the game. Opening kickoff, the Tripp, that was 28-14. Little things of that nature, and it is what it is. But looking at the stats, it doesn't look that well. But we actually didn't play that bad.
It was a lot of Wren mistakes that led to Burns short field drives. And a lot of Canes or Burns turned the ball over. I want to say when me and Freight talked about it, we'll hear Freight talk about it in the pregame show later on in the coach's interview, but Burns turned the football over at least 5 times during that second half on the special teams. So the score definitely not indicative of the stat sheet or whatever happened else in that ball game. As we'll take a quick commercial break, when we come back, we'll look at Hillcrest stats versus Powdersville last week and go through everything else that's happening around the region. We come back here on the 84 Lumber pregame show on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Once upon a time, moving was stressful and far from a fairy tale.
How are we supposed to move our house and get rid of our junk?
But the big bad move was no match for college hunks hauling junk and moving. Have no fear, the hunks are here. College hunks did all the packing, moving, and unpacking for the family. They also hauled away the unwanted clutter to be properly donated and recycled. And the family moved happily ever after. Make moving and junk removal less stressful and more magical.
Thank you to Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 Whitehorse Road.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Keep your septic system running smoothly. For a limited time, we're offering septic tank pumping for just $399. Call Preferred Home Services today to take advantage of this offer.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Home Services. Go, 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 Preferred.
Are you looking for a brand new home in the Greenville, South Carolina area? With so many builders and communities, how can you be sure you will get the best deal? Realtor Glenn Klinger specializes in new home sales. Glenn is new home sales and residential construction certified and an expert in new homes in Greenville. So why take a chance on missing out on the perfect new home? Call the Klinger team today.
When you're
Back here on top of the Founders Federal Credit Union booth. Of course, last week Hillcrest had a big win. Last year they barely beat the Powdersville Patriots in a close, high-scoring affair. This year they kind of just walked in the Lions' den and put up 52. They won 52-14, where Caleb Sutton went 10 for 17, 241. He got pulled later on that ball game because they were up by so much, 3 touchdowns. Avery McFadden down at the bottom of that list. Me and Coach Freight talk about him and the difference maker he can be tonight for Hillcrest. Is he's broken their single season touchdown record already, or career touchdown record already this season. Grant Holiday with 1 reception, a 65-yard touchdown. And of course, Thomas Stanley, a big-time back that went for 151 and a touchdown. And on defense, Tyson Moses is that guy you got to watch out for if you're going to put the ball in the air, as he took one back for 6 against the Patriots. And this game not just reminds you the difference in 5A and 3A. Last year, this game was a tight affair, and maybe the difference is last year they had Thomas Williams. They can put the ball on the ground. Powdersville can run it a little bit. This year, just a complete one-sided, lopsided football game.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that in that 5-0 record that they have. Definitely have some talent, and look forward to see what we got against them.
Yeah, as they come in, number 2 ranked 5A football team in the state of South Carolina. The Canes have faced 3 of the top 10 5A teams in football the last couple weeks, as we take a look at last week's scores around the region here on the 84 Lumber pregame show. Belton Honeypath went on the road at Emerald, won 52-14. They keep their hot streak rolling. They're the number 2 3A team in the state of South Carolina. Fountain Inn lost to Pendleton 53-0. Battersville went on the road to Hillcrest, as we just talked about, lost 52-14. Palmetto, Walhalla at home lost 20-14. Walhalla is a team that came scrimmage earlier in the year. Southside at Carolina, they lost 37-28. So now we're kind of shuffling through the pack here in our region, and we're finally figuring out who's going to be at the top and who's going to be at the bottom, Keith.
Yeah, looking at our region area, seeing the losses and everything, not a good week.
Yeah, as we take a look at the region standings now, as we just talked about, we see who's kind of shuffling to the top, shuffling to the bottom. We haven't even started region football yet, and we kind of see Belton Honeypath kind of going to be the team to beat. If you walk in Belton, you're going to have to stop the ground game. And, of course, teams like Pattersville, Wren, Fountain Inn, a sneaky team that could sneak into the playoffs in that 4 seed.
They have definitely a difference from last year, and we've talked about that the other day, coming back into it. But, yeah, I think we have a better team than what our record shows. We'll see that. I
think the schedule is something that people need to look at when they talk about the Canes, as well as we take a look at this week's games for teams around the region. I know Pattersville is on a bye week, Fountain Inn as well, as I was talking about earlier in the pregame show. A lot of those fans may tune in to watch the Canes this week. Belton Honeypath on the road at Walhalla. Palmetto stays at home against Pendleton, and Southside goes on the road to meet the Easley Green Wave at 7:30. As we'll take a look at the HOCO fundraiser for the Canes here at Wren High School. We have 18 minutes left on the clock here on the 84 Lumber pregame show when we get closer to kickoff here in Piedmont.
Hey Wren community, we need your love and support. Our homecoming fundraiser this year will be for Miss Teresa Lewis. Miss Lewis has been teaching at our school for over 20 years in the special education department. Miss Lewis's story has really touched our hearts, and we hope that after hearing it, it will have touched yours too. We are a family here at Wren, and it's time to show up and show out for our family.
We love Miss Lewis!
I don't remember the year, but when I was around 33, I was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. Polycystic kidney disease is a genetic disease, so I have 1 out of my 2 children that have it. As a result of that, they won't even test my family to see if they match, because there's so many things, RH factors and proteins in my blood that won't work with theirs. So I can take from an O positive, an O negative, and some variants of an A, but those are the things that make it harder for me to get a kidney. The longer my kidney lasts, if it's like from a live donor. So for example, if I got a kidney from a deceased donor, it would be good for about 5 to 8, maybe 10 years. If I got it from a living donor, then I could go 12 to 20 years. So it's really important for me to get a kidney by the time I go on dialysis. The longer it takes for me to get a kidney, the worse shape my body is in. So if I lose another 8% by December, I will be on dialysis. I don't get to eat as much as I used to. My kidney can properly function if I eat less food. I don't want her to be on dialysis because I will definitely still be alive. That's something to be rejoiceful. Poor health is better than no health at all. But to be on dialysis, there are things that I don't get to do that other people will get to do, things that will affect my whole entire family. I won't get to do vacations with them if I'm in a clinic 3 days a week. Take for granted, like getting up and walking to the kitchen for something to drink, walking outside on the front porch on a pretty night to watch the stars. I will be connected. I won't be able to go that far. I won't be able to come over and watch soccer games or football games or whatever sports my grandkids play. Be connected to life support. Dialysis is life support. It's just like somebody being on a ventilator, and if I don't get a live kidney or a deceased kidney, either one, then I die.
We love Miss Lewis!
you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space?
We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
Blop, blop.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Jugga, 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 jugga.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services. We'll fix that too. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Congratulations to head coach Amy Godfrey. She was named the SCHSL Coach of the Year for all classifications as she won 3A Region 2, the Upper State Championship, the State Championship, and South Carolina Volleyball Coach of the Year. She will be recognized at the annual awards dinner this July.
What would tomorrow look like if you sold your house today? Maybe you'd move to a new city or a new country. Maybe you'd pick up birding or birdies. You could get into wine, not that into wine, or skiing, warmer skiing. Or maybe you'd spend more time doing nothing at all. When you're ready for whatever comes next, we'll be ready to help you get there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
I'm your overly competitive brother.
Back here in Piedmont, you see the Category 5 dance team as the Demetra Designs uniform report tonight for the Canes is those nice, beautiful gold jerseys with the gold helmets and the blue pants. Of course, the Rams will rock the red pants with the white jerseys with black helmets. And we'll take a look at the weather for tonight, brought to you by Austin Tripp. The Turf Report, Carolina's best landscape and turf report. 72 degrees, 52% humidity, feels like 72 with winds of 6 miles per hour. And Keith, it's probably the best it's going to feel all year long.
Yeah, you can't get over or get any better than this.
This is quite literally unbeatable as both cheerleading teams and bands get ready for the teams to roll out. We'll take a look at Blake's keys to the game, which is turned into Blake and Keith's keys to the game because Keith's keys to the game have been working out a little bit earlier than Blake's in the past couple of football games. First one for me, don't take yourself out of this ball game. We talked about missed opportunities. You can't have missed opportunities in a football game like this. Secondly, defensively, take away the run game. I think this Canes defense has been able to lock up through the air. And third, can special teams factor into this game as they did a week ago, Keith?
Yeah, we'll add the same thing. Flags, discipline, make sure we do that right. And then just please help that we can get the ball from the center to the quarterback.
100%. We'll take a quick break as they do the national anthem. When we come back, we'll listen to Coach Freight during the pregame show here on 84 Lumber pregame show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 84 Lumber pregame show. I'm here with the head football coach, Anthony Freight. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Last week, of course, the Kings lost 28-7 to the Burns Rebels, but you feel like there's still some good takeaways. I want to start off on the positive end of the spectrum. And every week I feel like Carson Bryant, the freshman receiver, becomes more and more of a go-to guy. How do you feel his progression here going into week 5?
You know, Carson's done a great job all year, and like you said, he's been growing in his knowledge and his abilities every week, and his role is growing because of that, and we're proud of him. You know, he's just a pup. He's a freshman, so he's got a long way to go in terms of his football journey, but we're very proud of his hard work and expect big things out of him as we move through the season.
As I said, the positive end, the other side of that, I feel like every week we talked about opportunities and just being able to punch it in. Of course, that game starts off. Tyler Morgan returns the opening kickoff inside the 15, not able to punch it in. You try to settle for 3 and miss the field goal. Is it more of the longer you go, the more you get in region play, the chemistry you kind of feel makes the offense more confident in the red zone, or is it just little minor mishaps that have to be fixed along the way?
You know, I think it's, you know, probably a combination of both, but, you know, to be honest with you, I think the majority of it is just small little execution details that happen. You know, the red zone's a funky little area where things get condensed and people start giving you looks that aren't normal, and they come up with different looks on purpose down there because they are close to the end zone, and certainly our defense has got several of those looks as well that we keep in our toolbox. So it's been a focal point for us the last few weeks. You know, I feel like in practice we've shown some really good, you know, progress in terms of getting that thing corrected. And, you know, at the end of the day, we just got to stay aggressive. We've got to keep working, and hopefully we turn that thing around.
And before we look at the Rams of Hillcrest coming to Piedmont this week, against the Rebels defensively, they're in the second half. You only allow 7 points. It's the same kind of stretch we saw in that Jefferson game. You expect the defensive side of the football to maybe even win you games come region play down the stretch?
I think we're going to have to. You know, we're in a tough region. We've got some big-time playmakers in this area, and, you know, defensively we've got to do a good job. I don't think that we played as well as we could have last week, particularly in the early part of the game against Burns. And then as we settled in, we were able to kind of get a feel for the game and make some plays and get off the field. And, you know, between special teams and defense last week, we had 5 turnovers. And, you know, that's a really good performance. It was the best special teams performance we've had all year last week. And defensively, we played pretty well too, having 3 turnovers as well. So, you know, our defense has got to continue to get better, and we've got to get better at tackling in space. But, you know, in terms of our region, you know, the old phrase is defense wins championships. So we certainly got to be a good enough one to win one of those.
100%. Of course, I foreshadowed it. The Hillcrest Rams walk into town undefeated, one of the best 5A teams in the state. They're coming off a 52-14 win over the Upper State champs a year ago in Powdersville. Of course, you know a lot about this program, you and Coach Guillermo being there just a year ago. When you talk about the Rams, you have to talk about 7. Avery McFadden, who just broke the, I want to say, career touchdown record over there at Hillcrest. How much more difficult does it make prepping for a team when they have a guy like 7 that can do as much as he can any given Friday night?
As you see the Canes and Rams walk out here in Piedmont, South Carolina, the Canes will receive once again, Keith. And that's happened every ball game this year.
So let's see what we got.
Yeah, every single week I feel like if the Canes know they have a chance to receive, though, every single week hasn't been the same. Of course, like this week, Hillcrest defers and says they don't want the football. I mean, who doesn't want to put Tyler Morgan out there on the 10-yard line and give him a chance to start the ball game off as he did a week ago and try to go get 6?
I want that for him bad.
Yeah, he deserves it. He had one earlier in a scrimmage against Walhalla. Came so close in the game against Jefferson, and last week against Burns. He'll have another chance here tonight as there's 1:56 to go here before we kick off, and both teams are already ready to throw down here on Jack King Field as a 7:30 kickoff. Of course, tonight we'll have looks into Palmetto Pendleton throughout tonight, thanks to WPPP The Pulse. As the Rams, as I said, will kick off from the 40. Tyler Morgan will be a lone return man back inside the 10-yard line with Beneker and Hickerson in front of him. And Hillcrest is ready to rock.
Oh, they ain't gonna clock.
Student section into it, and the Canes trying to do something they've been a part of all year long. That's take down a top 10 5A football team once this year. Morgan returns it as he takes a foot inside the red zone, or inside the end zone. So the Canes offense will go to work at the 20. And of course, led by the quarterback in Colton Bagwell last week. Maybe it is his worst passing game of the year, 3 for 16, 56 yards. As he looks to right that ship here against the Rams. You see the Rams defensive line. It is big, it is mean, it is fast, and they're going to look to go get number 4 early. Wide receivers for the Canes. Parker Bell out there at tight end. Seth Hickerson, Braden Beneker. Reese Price in the backfield. So we get the show rocking. Reese Price goes up the middle, breaks a tackle, still chugging. He gains 5 or 6 on play number 1, up past the 25. And that is Carson Bryant, the freshman. We talked about him, me and Coach Freight, in that pregame show interview. He looks to make his presence known throughout season number 1 in a Cane uniform. Snap, handoff to Price once again. Gets closer to that first down yardage. He gains 1.5, let's say, makes it 3rd down and a long 2. And Cane's doing what they do every week if it was like Keith starting the game off on the ground.
Different offense.
Yeah. 2 up top, 1 down low. Bell moves to the line of scrimmage. Bagwell right back off to Price. He has a whole 1st down, a little bit more. Meets the Ram backer up close to the 35, and the Canes ground game trying to show authority early. And maybe the Canes come into this ball game thinking we can shorten the clock down, trying to keep ourselves in this ball game. It'll work in our favor. Bagwell, first throw of the ball game, goes outside a little high, but through the hands of Braden Binnicker for pass number 1 to make it 2nd and 10. And it feels like all year long, 2 and 4 just can't get on the same page. With Braden Binnicker the only returning wide receiver. Seth Hickerson returning wide receiver. He played both sides of the ball last year. 2nd down and 10 for 4 in this Canes offense with 10:48 to go. Rams bringing pressure. No one can get Price down in the backfield, and the Canes will gain 1.5, let's say. Make it 3rd down and 8.
Right side of the line did a good job of picking up that blitzing linebacker.
This Canes offense, they've had mental errors, but they've looked very nice playing all these big-time 5A football teams. 3rd and 8. Snap goes through the hands of Colton Bagwell. He gets out of the pocket, breaks a tackle. He's got to find someone open, throws to the sideline. Out of bounds to bring up 4th down and 8. We've talked about the snaps from center to quarterback. That one just right through the hands of 4.
Yeah, I can't blame that one.
Yeah, that one not on the center. Of course, not enough time to hit 2 in stride on the sideline, so Anthony Acevedo will come out to punt on drive number 1. Avery McFadden, that name in pregame mentioned, he'll stand on the 25, and also looks like it is number 10, which will be Haven Spain, which will be right beside him. A free rusher blocked. Canes aren't going to be able to get to it first, and the Rams capitalize off the first mistake of the ball game. Just a free rusher off the left side. We talked about it. Those mistakes are what make a 1-score ball game turn into a 3-score ball game very, very quickly.
Yeah, right off the bat, we end up on our heels here on this one.
Yeah, and you put your defense in a position where they have about, say, 16, 17 yards before the Rams strike first. That'll also bring out Caleb Sutton, who's been the starting quarterback after the departure of Bennett Judy. Snap, handoff up the middle. He's got a hole up the middle. He's going to get close to that 1st down yardage. Looks like he gains about 9 on play number 1. That is going to be Thomas Stanley, the aforementioned back for the Rams. Snap, fake handoff, throw outside to Avery McFadden. He gets inside the 5-yard line, and a 1st down and goal for the Rams here on their drive number 1. Man, it hurts when you make mental errors. 1st down and goal. Looks like McFadden will be in Wildcat formation. He'll go right side looking for the end zone. Touchdown. As number 7 goes for 7 on drive number 1 for Hillcrest. After the block punt to make it 6-0 pending the PAT. Anthony Grudko on to attempt that PAT. Check on a late guy with 9:23. Grudko up. Good. The Rams strike first after the block punt on the free rusher. As Avery McFadden scores on a Wildcat shotgun formation. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
I'm your overly competitive brother.
Check. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? You got no game. Dude, that's a foul.
And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Back here at Jack King Field on top of the Founders Federal Credit Union booth. Hillcrest on the kick once again. Deep kick. Looks like Tyler Morgan not going to get a chance on kickoff number 2. As the Canes offense on drive number 1 fed number 5 a lot. He had one first down during that drive. And then once it went into the air, the Canes couldn't get it rolling anymore. And then it ended with a block punt. Now it is 7-0. And drive number 2 starts for the Canes offense. Looks like the same group walks out there. Benneker, Hickerson, Bell, and Bryant with Price and CB4 in the backfield. Bell in motion. It goes off the hands of Bell, and I think he fell on it. And man, not the start you want. If you're trying to quote-unquote upset a 5A football team here at home. Last week, you see Reese Price went for 77. 2nd 11 here. Rams bringing pressure. They're in the backfield quickly, and 5's going nowhere. He may have lost one to make it 3rd and 12.
Tackled by a whole host of the Rams.
And they're bringing pressure early. They want to force Ford to throw this football, which we know the Canes can do. 2 up top, 2 down low for CB4 on the Canes. Snap. He drops back, rolls to the top of your screen. Flag in the backfield, picked. As he steps out of bounds on that opposite sideline around the 30, I think that flag's going to be on the Canes offensive line. So back-to-back offensive drives for the Canes and back-to-back turnovers. If this flag is on the Canes. And it is. Holding. So if you could have thought of a worse start, I'd like to see it. It's quite literally the worst start you could have thought of. The Rams will have the football once again at the 20. Correction. 31. I was thinking he stepped out around the 30.
Gives your defense a little bit more room to work with, but you know.
You'd want them to have more after what they've done against big-time offenses and weeks prior.
Well, we've seen our defense step up last week against Burns. Now let's just see them step up tonight.
Sutton in shotgun. Snap. He'll drop back to throw. Canes looking to get in the backfield. He'll dump it off on a little screen to Avery McFadden, and he gets to the 25-yard line.
Just about takes out the Bond Secure tent.
7's a guy that, I mean, he can completely make a defense try to stop just him and not focus on anyone else. He's already made his impact tonight. 2nd down and 3. Caleb Sutton, big shoes to fill. Quarterback in Bennett Judy that had a big-time year a year ago. Sutton starting off 5-0, though. Hand off to Stanley. No, correction. Throws it out on the screen. Tackle by Brandon Kirby. But a 1st down for the Rams inside the 20.
Good tackle to catch him. No more gain than that.
First down and 10. Caleb Sutton trying to start this game off 14-0. Snap. Throws it out into the flat once again, and he'll be tackled out of bounds by Kirby and company for the Canes. As Grant Holiday gets catch number 2. Makes it second down and let's say 5. Two up top, 2 down low. Sutton looks to change the play. Sutton takes snap, speed option on that right side. He beats everyone to the edge, breaks a tackle, and gets close to that first down marker.
Missed a good holding call right there.
See if he got it. Looks like he did. First down and goal for the Rams. Is everything going wrong for the Canes? Everything going right for the Rams here in quarter number 1 as there's 7 minutes to go. Clock's a little up on the screen.
Last week it would have been 1 minute.
That'd be nice right about now. Snap. Hand off to Stanley up the middle. The Canes are there, and he drags a couple Canes inside the 5. Make it second down and goal. Would love a big-time stop from this Canes defense right about now. If you could somehow get out of this only down 10, would be big. Sutton, snap, handoff to Stanley. Nope. Keeper left side. He's going to beat everyone to the edge. Touchdown. Caleb Sutton and the Hillcrest Rams to make it 13-0 here in quarter number 1. Everything coming up red and white at the moment. Grudko comes on for PAT number 2 with 6:32 to go here in the first. Snap high, kick up. Good. Rams number 2 and 5A for a reason, up 14-0 here in quarter number 1. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Check. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh?
You got no game. Dude, that's a foul.
And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Back here in Piedmont, Grudko out the kick once again, already up 14-0. Can Tyler Morgan get a chance here? No, his foot's in the end zone once again. So the Canes offense for the 3rd time will start at the 20.
See if 3rd time's a charm on this one.
This is where you kind of meet that fork in the road. You don't score here, Rams go down and score. It's a 3-score ball game. You score right here, it's right back to being a 1-score ball game. You're 1 stop away from tying this thing up. So a big-time drive here in the first quarter. Single man up top will be Seth Hickerson with 2 down low, Bell on the line. Rams been bringing pressure all night tonight. They do once again. Fake handoff, throw out to Braden Binnicker. He's tackled instantly by Haven Spain.
Also about 4 or 5.
It will be 2nd and 14. They'll change it to 3 up top, 1 down low. Canes offense, the only thing that's really worked tonight's been 5 on the ground. Bringing pressure once again. Line holds up. Throw to the middle of the field. Caught by Braden Binnicker. Looks to break a tackle. He gets up past the 30.
There you go.
And Braden Binnicker gets another first down. The second one of the ball game for the Canes. That's Tony's Pizza first down. Snap high, hand off to Price. Looking to go up the middle, he's going nowhere. Maybe gets lucky and gets one.
Watching him on that run, face down in the dirt, and them legs still driving. That's what you'd like to see.
He's been big the last 2 years for the Canes. Snap for Bagwell, hand right back off to 5, goes up the middle. He's going to be met once again. Third down and 7. Feels like a big play call here in quarter number 1. They'll go 3 up top, 1 down low with Price to Bagwell's right. A lot of space up top. Snap for Bagwell. He'll look up top, look to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's looking to run, gets a block, has a first down, a little bit more up past the 45, and he's running like a running back, keeping his legs moving. CB4 does what he does and keeps the drive alive.
Took about 4 guys to take him down on that one.
Tony's pizza and sub first downs. You see, he just doesn't go down easy. Bagwell takes snap, hands off to Price. Nothing going, maybe a gain of 2. Second down and 8. 4:22 to go here in quarter number 1. Canes almost past midfield for the first time tonight. Snap, he'll drop back to throw. Got plenty of time, goes to the middle of the field, pick. He's going to return it up past the 40. So that's going to be number 21, Chris Boyd. That's the second interception tonight for Colton Bagwell. Overshoot Sprain Binnicker. And Caleb Sutton and the Rams offense will have an opportunity to take control of this ball game early.
We did show that we could move the ball.
I feel like we've done
all
that
negative
a lot this year.
Yeah. Unfortunately, had the ball 3 times, turned it over 3 times.
It's been a lot of look for some hope tonight here in the first quarter. Caleb Sutton, snap, he'll drop back to throw. They're going screen pass up top. Caught close to a first down once again. Looks like a gain of 7 for Grant Holiday. Throughout the night, we'll be able to check in with Palmetto and Pendleton. Over there on the WPPP, the Pulse. Looks like Pendleton's already up 6-0. Sutton with pressure in his face, throws it out. Incomplete. Big third down and 2 here for the Canes defense. That's the thing here early is it's not just the turnovers. You're not putting your defense in a position to get stops, and that's what's been the highlight of this team this year is this defense has held their own against the best of the best. Looking for a stop here. Third down and 2. Caleb Sutton, student section behind the defense. Snap, hand off to Stanley up the middle. He's got a first down and more inside Cane territory up past the 45.
Stanley on the carry for the Hillcrest Rams.
This offense has been one of the best offenses in the state of South Carolina this year. They've put a hurting on pretty much everyone they've played. A point to prove for the Rams. 1 up top, 3 down low. Sutton looks to change the play call. Under 3 minutes here in the first. Canes looking to bring pressure. In the backfield, stop pick. Oh, Tyler Morgan dropped it. If he catches it, he's only got Avery McFadden to beat to the end zone, and he can't reel it in. I'm 100% sure if he gets that, that is a touchdown, because I think Titus Sessions gives him a block on that sideline. And man, what a game changer that could have been. Second down and 10. That could have swung the momentum very, very quickly. One up top, two down low. Tight end and running back rotate. Snap. Drop back to throw. Canes bring pressure. He's in the backfield. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Looked like Grant Holiday was the man intended once again. You see the Canes here in the instant replay have been deciding to bring pressure a little more often.
You see, you give our defense some room to play. They got some ways to work out their bugs and everything versus just trying to protect that end zone.
Big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 10. Can the Canes get off the field? Sutton, shotgun, takes a snap. Canes looking to get in the backfield. They're going to say he caught that. Yes, they are. Grant Holiday comes down with the football, 4th down and 2. Oh my goodness. A great catch from 10. Don't think that's a completed one in any other level. 4th down and 2 for the Canes defense.
This would be a huge stop right here.
You can hear everyone around us trying to get behind them. 2 minutes to go. Here in quarter number 1. Shotgun, a wildcat formation. McFadden, he's going to keep it. He's getting the outside. He's got more. He's only got Titus Sessions to beat. And he's finally going to be tracked down by 8 inside the 15. So 1st down for the Rams. And man, 7 is a game changer. First down and 10. Right around the 12-yard line. Sutton takes snap, looks to throw, goes left side. Sessions makes the tackle right around the 7. That's Haven, Spain. Correction, Nyland Harris on the reception. 2nd down and 6. 5. Two up top, 1 man down low was Adrian McFadden. Man in the backfield with Sutton is Thomas Stanley. Sutton, jet sweep, handoff to McFadden. He's got the outside. Can Brandon Kirby track him down? No. Touchdown for 7 once again, 20-0, and it's only quarter number 1. Last year, a 49-0 win for the Rams. They're looking to make it a little worse. Grudko out for the 3rd PAT. Snap, kick up. Good, 21-0. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 1. Grudko out to kick. Looks like a flag. More than likely offsides on the kicking team. So it looks like we may get our first opportunity for 22 to get a kickoff return. He's already came very, very close to a pick 6. Or at least an interception tonight.
think he's feeling it. He's ready to
I think he knows he's going to get a chance here. Grodko's got a boomer. He's showing it tonight. 1 minute and 1 second for tuning in late. A lot of mistakes from this Canes offense. 2 interceptions already, a block punt. And the Rams have had short fields to go. It's a poocher. Out of bounds. So the Canes will have really good field position now. As you can tell, I think teams are starting to figure it out. I don't want to kick it at 22.
I was sitting there thinking that in my head. I'm like, they're not going to kick it to them. They're watching the game film.
Yeah, I think maybe Burns just didn't know about it last week. They found out quickly. The Canes offense will get it up at the 35-yard line with a minute to go. Braden Binnicker, you see on your screen, one of the wide receivers up top.
Back it up a couple yards. Oh, no.
Nope. Well, they go up 1.
I see one of the officials with a flag in his hand. I guess they had one I didn't see.
36-yard line.
We'll take it.
Colton Bagwell looking for a spark. Snap. Hand off to Price. Rams in the backfield quickly.
They read that one.
2nd down and 12. Under a minute. Canes need something to get going offensively through the air. The ground just not working against this Rams blitz tonight. I think the Rams know it as well. They're going to let the Canes get back into this one. They're going to let it be through the air. 2 up top and 1 down low. Bell in the line once again. Rams spread their defense out. And a backer looks like he's going to blitz, so Bagwell changes the protection. He's going to keep it right side, looking for a hole, nothing much there as well. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe that's it. So we come back in quarter number 2, 3rd down and 9. The Canes down 3 scores here in the first half on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
Back here in the second quarter, you see the Bulldogs beating up on the Mustangs already 13-0. Rams doing the same thing right now to the Canes. 3rd down and 10. Snap, Bagwell. Pressure in front of him, steps up in the pocket, and he goes down. Hillcrest has brought the blitz a lot tonight. That time it gets home. 4th down and long.
This is going to give Rams another good field position here. Unless we get a favorable roll.
And the Canes offense going to stay out there. Nope. Here comes the punt team. I was about to question it. Anthony Acevedo takes the field. This group has been very back and forth. There's been some amazing moments. There's been some not so amazing moments throughout this year. 4th down and let's say 16. High snap. Acevedo gets it away.
Barely.
Looks like it may have got tipped. It goes out of bounds around the 50 in Cane territory. They're saying the 44? No. 39.
Whew. I lost it once it got up in the lights. I didn't think it was that far out.
11:06. This Canes defense has gotten close to a turnover, but not a lot to work with in field position. Another drive where they'll be playing on their heels inside their own side of the field. Caleb Sutton, first down and 10. Looking to run away early. Trips up top, one down low. Snap. Drops back, looks to throw. He's going to go deep. Looking for Holiday. Hello, Brandon Kirby. If you didn't know, the seatbelt still locked in. 7 makes a big play on the fly route. As Brandon Kirby's been a nice surprise defensively in this secondary.
Yeah, evidently they have been watching the film on him because I wouldn't be throwing it in his direction.
He leads the team in interceptions so far, and this Canes secondary has been maybe the biggest bright spot on the football team. Snap for Sutton. Canes bringing pressure screen. Low throw. He's got blockers in front of him. He's got speed. Finally tackled inside the 15, but there is a flag as Ausburn saw, and there's also a ram down. So I'm hoping this brings the Rams back on second down. Oh, when they pick it up. So Ram is down. It'll be a first down and 10. The Rams will tend to him. 10:53, we'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Looks like they'll lose 4, so it's going to be 3rd down and 11 now. From inside the 20 at the 19. So an obvious passing situation for the Mustangs.
I mean, it's a good way for them to go with the trips over here. Try to get some yardage here at least.
Rolling, he fired short. Tried to make a man miss that was complete to Peyton Burton, but it's going to be short, and Mustangs are going to have to punt again. Another 3 and out. That's 3 and outs on their first 3 drives for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I mean, just Pendleton's just doing a phenomenal job of not allowing anything to really open up here or give them any time. Pressure's been on the quarterback all day, and Palmetto probably needs to try to stay in the pocket here and not roll out as much, as the defensive ends are just getting all over them.
Pendleton brings pressure, nearly got there. Another, not a very good punt, but another good bounce for the Mustangs.
10:50 and rolling. First down and 10 for the Rams. They look to strike again to make this thing 28-0. It's been hard to stop an offense that has the football inside Canes territory very, very often. Sutton, hand off of Stanley up the middle, makes a move. Goes inside the 10 to make it second down and 6, correction. You can tell the Rams trying to milk this clock and get it to halftime. They're going to take as much time off the play clock as possible. 1 up top, 2 down low. Sutton goes to the end zone. Did he come down with that one? No. And Caleb Sutton, I know a lot of Rams fans are tuning in on the road. You're thinking, man, Bennett Judy was really, really good. How are we going to kind of match that? Caleb Sutton has been more than enough for this Rams offense. They're the number 2 ranked team in 5A. As it's a Founders Federal Credit Union 3rd down. But tonight, one has looked very, very impressive. 1 up top, 2 down low. Canes defense looking for a stand. Almost gets the Canes to jump off sides. Change the play. Looks like the Canes want to bring pressure. Speed option once again. He'll take it himself. Gets to the edge. Looking for a blocker. Finally, Tyler Morgan gets him down before he can get. No, it is a touchdown for Caleb Sutton. 6 more for 1 with 9:47 to go. 27-0 pending the PAT.
Nice to have the replay back this week.
It is.
Not favorable as
yeah. Not the replays you want to see, but replay nonetheless. Kick up, good, 28-0 here in the first half in Piedmont. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Lumber, now hiring Pittsburgh area manager trainees. Apply today and receive an $840 signing bonus.
Off and then just whiffed.
Kickoff short. Going to be picked up right around the 30. Broken tackle. Carson Bryant
on the play.
Brings it up past the 45, but there is a flag, as Keith Fuller mentioned. Usually not very good if you're the receiving team. They'll talk about it.
I'll call a hold.
It is a hold.
It went a while without any of that yellow stuff flying around, and now.
Yeah, we even had a couple picked up tonight. That one will hurt the Canes in their field position on drive, I want to say number 4 or 5. They'll be backed up at the 25, nonetheless, with 9:41 to go. Bag will go empty. 2 up top, 1 down low. Snap. Throw outside. Caught by Price. 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4. Reese Price through the air has been a nice addition to this pass game. As they'll put Price back in the slot and go empty once again. QB draw. Bagwell looking for a hole.
Should be a first down.
They'll get close to it. Doesn't look like they're going to give it to him. Oh, they are. 1st down and 10. Tony's Pizza and Subs 1st down. We've seen a couple of those tonight for the Canes offense. 4 looking to get a drive sustained. Drop back. He'll look to throw, roll up top. Looking for someone to get open. He'll just have to throw it out of bounds. Make it 2nd and 10.
Smart play.
It's everything just hasn't came together. Not a lot of people getting open. A couple bad reads from Ford. 2 interceptions early. Run game not able to get going after that first drive. And every time the Canes have made a mistake, the Rams have capitalized, and that's what good football teams do. 8:43, 2nd down and 10, put 2 in motion. Drop back, free rusher. Gets it out to Reese Price. Makes a move up past the 40. We're at the 41, 3rd down and 5. This feels like even if it's 4th and short, you're going for it situation here in half number 1. Snap. QB draw. He's got blockers in front of him. Looks like he's got a first down a little bit more up close to the 50. Looks like there's a Ram down as well. Clock is running. 8 minutes to go as we're about to take a look at Pendleton Palmetto.
There's DJ Henderson shaking up, but he's able to get up off the field on his own power.
Pendleton up 20-0 over the Stangs over there at Palmetto High School. Bagwell takes a snap, hand it off to Price up the middle, breaks a tackle, looking to get into Rams territory and does. Boyd on the tackle for the Rams, 7:30 to go. 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4. Bagwell, screen toss out to Price. Not a lot of blocks there. He'll lose 2. Make it 3rd down and 8. Talked about it during a break earlier. Trying to get a short game going. That stuff hasn't really worked with the speed and athletic ability of this Rams defense. They've been able to get outside and make big-time tackles in open space. 3rd down and 8. Looks like 4 down territory for the Canes offense. Pressure. Bagwell steps up, breaks a sack. Face mask looks like it's going to be the call, 15-yard penalty, as Bagwell was trying to get out of the pocket. The Rams think holding. It is face mask, 15-yard penalty, and a first down for the Canes. You'll take first downs any way you can get them.
It's been the closest we've been to our end zone.
You like to try to end this first half on a positive note. Score, maybe get a stop. Bagwell, snap, hand off to Price, left side, looking for a hole, has one. He's going to take some Rams with him inside the 30.
Gain of 7, 8.
Make it 3rd down and 3, or 2nd down and 3. This Kings offense looking for any positive notes they can take into the half. Bagwell on the keeper, has a hole and some speed, breaks another tackle, he's inside the 15. You got to remember Ford can do it with his legs just as well as he can do it with his arm as they're in the LLC red zone. And another first down, Tony's Pizza and sub first down. 2 up top, 1 down low. Bagwell, QB draw, looking for a block, has Reese Price in front of him. Breaks a tackle, he's got speed to kill. Can he get there? Can he get there? I think he got in. They're going to mark him down to the 1. And that's what they'll do, first down and goal at the 1. Let's see if they give Ford the football to punch it in nonetheless. Bagwell, shotgun, hand off to Price. Price will take the touchdown. 28-6. Price knows what that means. That's not much, nothing to celebrate about. Still down 3 touchdowns, but 1 feels big here in half number 1. Weird formation for the Canes on the PAT. Snap. Throw to Wincott. He'll look for Braden Benneker, and it's batted down. Incomplete, 28-6. So we'll take a break. Canes finally strike. 5 minutes to go here in half number 1.
Number 40, Logan Mayberry, just absolutely coming out there with an anger and moving his guy back.
Second down from the 5. They got to get it to inside the 1 for the first down. So Mustangs really going to be thinking touchdown here.
I mean, they definitely want one here, being down 20-0 here.
No, they want to at least score before the halftime.
You see Reese Price punch in that touchdown number 1. Just talked about his mindset right there. Job's not done. Still down 3 touchdowns. You need stops. You need to tack on some more scores with them. But that's a good step in the right direction. 28-6. Acevedo out for the kickoff. Want momentum going into halftime. 5:30 to go. Stopping a score would be big time. McFadden and Holiday stand at the 10. Short kick. Caught inside the 30, fair catch. At around the 27. That's where Sutton and the Rams will go back to work with 5:31. They've scored on every drive tonight. Canes defense looking for their first stop of the ball game, which is something we haven't said a lot this year. But a lot to worry about with this Rams offense. And Keith, I think a big part of that is they haven't been able to get to the quarterback a lot.
Yeah.
Pedro had 2 sacks a week ago, looking for his first one this week. Hand off to Stanley. Left side, Canes are in the backfield. They bring him down for a short gain of 2, second 8. Also have yet to call the names of Cam Sanders and Ethan Moody. Looking for a big time stand here. 5:05. Sutton looks to change the play. The Rams want to get to halftime here, or at least score with little or no time left. Snap. Canes not in the backfield yet. Duke's trying to play the outside. Finally gets it off to Avery McFadden. He tries to work back in bounds. He's finally taken out of bounds at the 42 and a late flag. And it looks like it's going to be on McFadden with some extra words. Anthony Freak talking to the officials. You know, everyone on the sideline heard what 7 had to say. And they're talking about it. They've picked up a couple flags tonight. He's thinking about what he wants to call. Still talking about it. It will be a 15-yard penalty on the Rams. So first down nonetheless. But back them up 15 yards. So pretty much a reset of the drive. This says second down on the top. Figured it would be a post-play flag. Should be at least. Looks like they're still trying to figure that out. There will be first down and 10. Rams will go 2 up top. No one down low. Looks like McFadden off the field for this play. Stanley, correction. Q Harris in the backfield beside Sutton. Take snap. Keeper. Kane trying to get outside. Sutton breaks the tackle up towards the 40.
Good job of hiding that.
Yeah. He's also got some quick feet for a guy to be that tall. Very athletic and a first down for the Rams. He's showing he can do it through the air and on his feet. Looks like a Rams tackle or guard is either hurting or out of breath. He does not look ready for first down and 10. Sutton in the backfield on shotgun. First down and 10. Snap. Good blocks on the Rams up top. He'll keep it and roll up top. Kane's trying to take him out of bounds and will on a short gain. Second down and let's say 6. Of course, we miss Logan Dew out on vacation. We know he's living the lavish life and missing Canes football. Second down and 7, Canes defense trying to get the Canes back in this football game. Of course, Keith Evans also out this week. We miss him as well. Sutton takes snap, hands it off. Stanley right side. Canes in the backfield. Mr. Pedro brings him down on a short gain. Third down and 5. This feels like a situation, Keith, where if you hold them to a short gain, they could punt it here.
I sure would like to be able to get the ball back.
Yeah. Halftime report brought to you by the orthodontist. We'll give you scores from around the region, stats from tonight, and live look at Pendleton, Palmetto. There's 2:46 in a row, and Kane's looking for a stop and the football back. Sutton, shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off the middle. Kane's got to get to him. He's got a first down, a little bit more into Cane territory. Let's see if the Rams want to go score once again, or if they want to try to roll this clock out in half number 1. One up top. They'll rotate the back and tight end. They've done a lot. Snap. He'll look to throw. Goes left side. Finally tackled inbounds. That caught by Nylan Harris. He's been a go-to guy from Sutton. Dias Sessions is the man that brought him down for the Canes. So we hit the 2-minute mark. So from that play there, makes you think the Rams want to go steal some points. Bring the tight end to the line of scrimmage. Snap, handoff, nope, keeper. Sutton looking for a throw, makes a move, throws to the sideline. He steps out after a short gain, third down and 4. That also stopped the clock at 1:36. The Canes do have 3 timeouts. So you still would like to get the football back here.
Flag on the play.
Or ineligible man downfield. We're here on top of the Founders Federal Credit Union booth every single week. Me, Blake Miller, and Keith Ausburn on the color. Second down and 10. Canes will rotate some defensive key guys in. Late, Jacoby Duke's finally out there. With 1:25 and rolling. Canes bringing pressure. Ethan Moody on the edge. Throws at the middle of the field. Caught by Harris inside the 40.
Yeah, first down. Right at it.
If it's not, it's going to be close. Third down and 1. Timeout for the Rams. Under a minute to go. They try to strike one more time as the half winds down here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
hold that pocket firm.
Yeah, maybe Palmetto might need to try to get some pressure on him, but
and Hill to return, as well as Tajay Evans. Oh, kick it deep,
Booming
way deep,
kick.
and I think that was going into the end zone for a touchback. So that'll bring it out to the 21st and 10 Mustangs with 3:18 left in the first half.
Honestly, like, how many kickers do you see in high school just kick it all the way back in the end zone?
Founders Federal Credit Union, third down. Canes defense looking to get off the field. They've went to one a lot in these situations. Sutton, keep it, rolls out to the bottom of your screen, looks to throw. Middle of the field, through the hands of number 16, Trevolis Walker. So fourth down, less than one. See what the Rams decide to do. They get a first down, they can kind of take this ball to half. They don't get it. The Canes will have 52 seconds and 3 timeouts to try and go make this a 2-score ball game.
I think at this point in time, you just really trying to get them not to get another score since they get the ball back in the second half.
So this play a big one. You think the Rams would look to keep it on the ground. Sutton hands it off. Breaks a tackle, gets first down a little bit more with Q Harris inside the 30. Rams offensive lineman looking for a flag. First down and 10, they're trying to go fast. 40 seconds to go. Canes defense finally set. Goes out left side. Caught by Harris at the 20. First down once again for the Rams. As Nylan Harris has been big on this drive. Rams do have 2 timeouts, so 30 seconds, a lot of time. It's the Canes defense checking in guys.
No whistle on the play. Flag on the play.
False start on the Rams. Well, at least back them up for now. With 24.6. Timeout for the Rams. We'll take another quick break when we come back. Canes defense trying to get the Canes to half. Down 28-6.
Doors are open up here. It's a beautiful night.
It really is.
It's a really clear skies, nice temperature, not too hot, not too cold.
Because it's
great football weather.
First day of fall tomorrow. And we do have a good game coming on tomorrow. Down on 123 is Florida State will be visiting the Tigers.
This one almost blocked by Hill, but it's up and good. Kicks it into the band. So with 3:09 left here in the first half, your scorer, Pendleton 34 and Palmetto 7.
Stay off at 123 tomorrow.
Welcome back on the Wren Broadcast Network. 24.6 seconds. The Rams looking to score once again. Snap by Sutton. Screen. It's been big all night long. Canes looking for a tackle inside the 10. Finally brought down the 6-yard line with 15.6 seconds. Rams have 1 timeout left here in half number 1. As time continues to roll. 10 seconds. Snap from Sutton. He looks to throw. Canes bringing pressure. Can they get him down? He deep dives out for a touchdown and gets it with 2.3 to end the first half on a note that was the story of half number 1.
Rams has come in with a complete package tonight.
Something they've done all year long. Sutton has been big time. 34-6, pinning the PAT from Grudco. Again, the orthodontist halftime report. Give you scores and stats from tonight and around the region as Grudco adds on. 35-6 as we get closer to halftime here in Piedmont.
Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. Quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
2.3 seconds. This will probably run it out. Deep kick. Out of bounds, so the Canes will have to run one play. But Keith, offensively, just nothing working here in half number one.
Defense, bad field position the whole time. Seems like they've been on the other side of the 50 most of the time. And as you said, the offense just can't get anything clicking consistently.
It's been the story here in half number one. One more play before we head to halftime. One up top, Trips down low in a pod set. Bagwell stands beside Price. Snap. Keeper right side, looking for a hole, has one. Gets a first down to end the half number one. The Rams lead 35-6. We come back. I'll give you scores and stats from tonight and around the region on the Orthodontist Halftime Report here in Piedmont.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Chunks here.
It's 30 yards to the first down here. Second down and 30, so they got to get some really good chunk plays out here.
That is a very surprising score as Greer is beating Westside right now.
Gage got a score update. Crescent is up on Emerald, 14-6. Throw is it deep, but overthrown it out of bounds. Looking to get it out to Tajay Evans. He had a step if the throw was there, but
I mean, he definitely had his DB beat as he is a very fast guy. And he's a senior there for him. Last week he did have a really big touchdown there last week. Just wasn't quite able to connect there. A little bit too far outside, but good job by the DB forcing him to the sideline and not giving him much room to place that ball there.
I mean, the quarterback, he's got an arm. It's there. If he would have led it towards more of the middle, I think the receiver would have caught it.
Third down and forever, 3rd and 30. He throws it deep again here, and that's a miscommunication there. And Tajay Evans is not real pleased at the moment. Now it's 4th down and 30, and they're going to have to punt here. I mean, 2:53 left before the first half's over.
If they would have known where he was going, he definitely got his guy beat once again. A little bit of frustration there on the sideline, but if they can try to figure out how to get that connection, he's been able to get open on a few of these plays here.
He got easily up on Southside, 24-0.
And we might want to look out here because they have been sending some pressure.
Another
knuckleball.
See, that one's actually going to take a good roll all the way down to the 41, where it's down, and that's where Pendleton will take over 1st and 10 for their own 41. So that was a better punt that time.
You know, a lot of people don't think about it, but
Ethan below. He is your band ready. Again, Hurricanes fan, would like to thank their Category 5 sponsor, Carolina Auto Auction, for their support this season. The Wren Band will be in competition at the Old English Festival of Bands in Rock Hill, South Carolina. The performance time is at 1:45 p.m. at Rock Hill District 3 Stadium. We would love to see you there.
Welcome to the Orthodontist Halftime Report. The Canes down 35-6 here at halftime. Scores from around the region. BHP stays on their tear through 3A, up 35-14. Palmetto at home losing to Pendleton 41-7 at half. And Southside is losing easily 24-0. Getting close to halftime over there in Easley, South Carolina. Take a look at some stats for the Rams. Caleb Sutton, 13 for 18. 22 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. He's got 122 through the air. Nylan Harris got 5 catches, 74 yards receiving. And, of course, Avery McFadden's been big tonight. 2 receptions, 18 yards, but a lot of his stuff has came from on the ground. As Thomas Stanley has 6 rushes for 35 yards, as they've been able to hand the ball off to a lot of different guys. And also offensively, they haven't had a lot of yards to have to get offensively. Colton Bagwell tonight, 5 for 10, 22 yards, 2 interceptions. The first 2 drives didn't look like 4. If we're being honest, on the ground, nothing really getting going as well. Rushing, Reese Price had a big drive, number 1, but not much since. 12 attempts, 29 yards. And, of course, through the air, nothing. 2 receptions for Brandon Binnicker, 13 yards, 3 catches for 9 yards for Reese Price. But other than that, the offense just hasn't been able to get cooking. Here in the halftime report, sponsored by the Orthodontists. When we come back, the Rams will get the football as the Canes look to try to fight and get back in this one at home in Week 5 of South Carolina High School football here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Was a penalty there. Another personal foul.
Holding and a personal foul. So they'll have it, it looks like, at about the 5-yard line here to start their drive. So you got to take a knee here. First attempt from their own 5 now. Because even if you try to drop back, you want to make sure you don't want to get a safety here. That's the last thing you need.
I would expect
just fall forward.
I would expect number 21, Landon Jordan, to really be done tonight. I mean, that was a lot of his scuffling that just happened.
Palmetto, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. That's like the 3rd or 4th penalty we've seen, personal foul on a kickoff. All right, so just hand it off right up the middle here. Not a lot of room there. And let's see if they want to take a timeout or they'll just take this in halftime. I think they're just going to take this in halftime.
I think that's the play here. Don't risk anything. Just get your guys, rally them back at halftime.
I mean, I would at least. I mean,
I thought maybe you have a chance if you have it like from the 20, maybe you take a shot just to see. But now, yeah, they're going to take it in halftime. So the end of the first half, your score, Pendleton is up 41-7 over the Mustangs. We'll be back shortly for the start of the second half.
Oh yeah.
back in Piedmont. Canes and Rams, 35-6. The Rams struck at the very end of half number one. They'll get the football to start off half number two. And in these ball games here earlier in the year against 5A football teams, Keith, we saw it every week we've played one. The Canes in the second half team that seemed to turn it up a gear.
Yeah, and I'm interested in seeing what type of adjustments we made at halftime, to get back into this or, so forth.
Especially defensively, we've seen last week only gave up 7 points to Burns in half number two, as that one's going to be pooched and quickly tackled right around the 50. As the Rams will start off on their 49-yard line. It's Caleb Sutton and the Rams offense come out for half number two. He went 13 for 18, 122 yards through the air, 3 rushing touchdowns, and he's done it all. It's been a quick change this year from Bennett Judy to Caleb Sutton. But a nice one, as the Rams are number 2 in the state and undefeated and looking for win number 6. You see the offensive line run out. You quickly find out this is a 5A football team.
Yeah, I've been looking at the line the whole night. You big old boys up there.
Canes looking to bring pressure on first down. Looks like they'll play zone on the outside. Snap, screen pass, thrown out there to Avery McFadden. That wasn't Tyler Morgan, that was Ethan O'Brien. As McFadden gets into Canes territory to the 44.
Going back to the size of the line, I think they got us in size, but, our guys have got heart, they got drive. As we've said previous weeks, they don't give up. So
that's been a staple in this Wren football program for a very long time. Second down and 4. Snap for Sutton. Fake handoff, throw the screen, almost tipped into the air. Brandon Kirby with another play, as he's kind of made the seatbelt a tradition. Makes it third down and 4. Is that pass intended for Grant Holiday? I don't think there's been a pass completed on 7 tonight. Big third down to open up half number 2. Canes defense has been locked in all year in half number 2. The Rams have looked to one with his feet on third down early and often.
Taking a while to get this play off.
Sutton takes snap, hands it off to Stanley. He's not going to get the first down. Tyler Morgan makes the tackle. Makes it fourth down and a long one. See what the Rams decide to do. Looks like they'll check in some guys. Caleb Sutton will move out to wide receiver. That was also Founders Federal Credit Union third down. Looks like Avery McFadden will come in at the Wildcat. Snap. He'll go up the middle. He'll get the first down a little bit more. Those short yardage positions, the Rams have turned to 7. Or Caleb Sutton on the QB draw. First down nonetheless at a 38 to open up the third quarter. Canes have been close to a couple turnovers through the air. Looking for one here. Sutton takes a snap, hands it off. Nope, keeper. Jacoby Duke's tracking, throws it behind him at the line of scrimmage, and McFadden gains about 4. And is finally shoved out of bounds on that opposite sideline by Titus Sessions. Also wouldn't be shocked, 35-6 in the second half at some point. The clock keeps a roll.
I guess that was the new option.
Sutton stands shotgun, 2nd and 5. Snap. Hand off to Stanley. Pitch back to McFadden. He catches everyone off guard on the right side of the field. He's got speed and some blockers. Breaks a tackle, and he'll fall inside the 10. Around the 8. And it caught everyone on that defensive line. off guard when 7 got the pitch back.
Obviously, they're not happy with the 35-6.
Caleb Sutton, snap, hand off to Stanley. Canger in the backfield, can't make the tackle. Gets close to the 5, looking for the end zone. Touchdown. The Rams open up quarter number 3 with 6 more points to make it 41-6 with 9:45 to go. Grudko comes on for another PAT with 9:45. The Rams have done this to a lot of football teams all year long. PAT up and good. They're looking to do it again here tonight. 42-6. Here in quarter number 3, we come back. The Kings will have the football for the first time here in half number 2.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Joker, 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 joker.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services.
Whether you've got slow drains or clogged drains, take advantage of our 93 or its free sewer drain clearing special. We'll even include a camera inspection and 1-year no clog guarantee.
Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Back here, a short line drive. Canes got a fall on it. They do at the 43. Looks like Ethan Harkness is the guy that fell on it. Here comes the side of the football that didn't get going until the end of half number 1. They scored in the final possession. Colton Bagwell's been not himself tonight. 5 for 10, 22 yards, 2 picks. That's something we've been really big on for earlier in the season. He hasn't turned the ball over. Those two interceptions early were costly. Ford takes a snap, hands it off to Price. He's got blockers around that left side looking to break a tackle. He gets to the 46, 47. A gain of 5 on first down, makes it 2nd and 5. Me and you talked about it, Keith, during halftime. This offensive line, it might be a little smaller, but it's playing really well tonight.
Yeah, they are.
9:15 to go. Snap for Bagwell, drops back. Plenty of time once again, looking to go deep. Down that left side, looking for Seth Hickerson. He got turned around every which way. Couldn't find the football. Make it 3rd down and 5. This situation, more likely going to see the offense stay on the football field on 4th down.
So just sitting back watching this game and reflecting on the other ones, I think this has probably been the most complete package team that we've played against. Even Jefferson, 6A school,
Georgia.
This right here has been probably the best team we've played so far.
They're undefeated for a reason. Snap, hand off to Price. He's tackled in the backfield. 3rd down and 7. 4th down and 7. See if the offense stays out there. No, it will not. Anthony Acevedo comes on the punt. And now in this situation, we also talked about this a little bit. You're playing 5A football team, score's already a little out of hand. You just don't want to get hurt before you get into meaningful football.
Yeah, been doing this for 5-6 years now, and knock on wood, this is the healthiest we've been this time of the season.
Yeah, last year you lose C.J. Willingham early, and then you don't really have him in 3A play as that punt is inside the 10, finally picked up by McFadden. He tries to get outside. Wesley Reed's blocked in the back. No flag, finally a flag as McFadden tries to trot down the sideline, and Wesley Reed's still down inside the 10.
He had another one over there at the
I can't believe he
25.
Had it is rough he had to think about that one. It is something that only happens when you watch high school football. I think that ref knew he was going to get away with it if the fans didn't start moaning
And everybody over here has seen that happen.
See if both of these are on the Rams. Blindside block against the Rams. Will back their offensive drive up. This will be the longest drive the Rams will have. This sets up well for the Canes defense.
All on the 6, 7.
Again, last week, Rams beat Powdersville 52-14. So if you're using the measuring tape, you're probably right on track, as the Patriots were a week ago. They rotate the back of the tight end to the right side. Sutton takes a snap. Hand off to Q Harris. The Canes bring him down immediately for a gain of 1. So we approach the 8-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Again, we thank all of our sponsors, Team Wise, for being a title sponsor for tonight. And every night's broadcast, we get closer to basketball season. Of course, you can hop on board and become a sponsor for the basketball team as they look to repeat as state champions. As Sutton takes a snap, he drops back to throw. Canes bringing pressure in the backfield, bring him down. Hello, Ethan Moody, the senior linebacker, gets sack number 1 for the Canes defense and makes it 3rd down and long. And look at 3 just fly to the quarterback.
So going back to what you was talking about, that was awesome to be a part of the state championship, seeing Frank Campbell get his first one.
Yeah, and they have a really good basketball team coming back this year with add-ons of Abijah Franklin from Legacy High School, as they look to do the unthinkable and go back-to-back as 3A state champs. And the girls team also really, really good as they look to regain their upper state champion title and make a trek back to Aiken, South Carolina. Sutton stands shotgun, 3rd down and 15. Snap. Canes looking again in the backfield. Cam Sanders trying to check the quarterback. Throw to the middle of the field, turn around, Tyler Morgan. Seatbelt for 22 on 7. 4th down and 14, and the Rams will punt. And that's what happens when you give the Canes an open field to play defense with. 22 was all over Avery McFadden.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere to come up for that one, and man, that could have been 2 for him tonight.
See if the Canes try to come get this punt with Tyler Morgan standing at the 40.
Rams having to run one on late. Call a timeout.
That they will. 6:45, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, the Canes will get the football here in quarter number 3.
You want your day to be perfect, whether it's your wedding, prom, pageant, or homecoming. Demetra Designs understands. Voted best in the upstate, Demetra Designs is the upstate's largest full-service bridal emporium, featuring top designers for pageant, homecoming, and prom, offering the selection of a major city retailer. From hair to makeup to photos, Demetra. Print your instant Demetra formal wear savings coupon. Demetra Designs Bridal Emporium, Pleasantburg Drive, Greenville.
Apple bottom jeans playing in Piedmont. Austin trying to sing. 4th down and 14, snap high. He'll boom one for Tyler Morgan to catch at the 35. Looking for blockers, has it up the middle, and he'll give the Canes good field position at the 15 and a flag.
That's going to be a block in the back.
Looks like it will be on the Canes. I heard the boom, but I was trying to keep eyes on 22. .634 to go.
I think the bad part about that one was Morgan was already out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ah.
He was right there.
Blindside block. Back the Canes up to the 46. So 20-something yard difference from where Tyler got to.
Set yourself up to a pretty good position. Now you got almost half the field to go.
That they do. Grayson Kemp checks in at receiver with Beneker and Hickerson at the bottom. Canes have been real conservative here to open up half number 2. Snap for 4. He'll roll to the Meyer screen. Look to throw, go to the sideline. Oh, through the hands of Seth Hickerson. A little high, but catchable. Second down and 10. Those are the ones you feel you got to have, especially on first down if you're going to take a shot. Parker Bell back in at tight end. Looking for something to work through the air. BHP up 42-14. Pressure in the backfield. Throw out to Deuce. He breaks a tackle, got first down yardage and more. Right on that first down mark. Tony's Pizza and Subs first downs. The Deuce has been loose a couple times tonight. Nice catch. You'd like to see 2 get open in space. Snap. Hand off to Price, looking for a hole right side. He'll gain a couple. Make it second down and 8.
A little slow to develop there.
That's the thing with a big defensive line like tonight. You like this game's offensive line when they want to drop back and pass, but trying to open up holes against a line like this is a different story. Second down and 8 for 4. Snap, he'll drop back, throw, gets a block from Reese Price at the top, tries to get out of the pocket, and he's going to fall and eat a sack behind the line of scrimmage. Make it third down and 12.
Just couldn't get any of our receivers open on that one.
The Rams have brought the blitz a lot tonight. Up 41-6, they're sticking true to what they know. Third down and 12, 5:13 to roll. One up top, 3 down low. Bagwell looking for 12 more yards. Snap, drop back. He's looking left side, steps up in the pocket. Gets out of the pocket, rolls to the Meyer screen. He's got space in front of him, looking for a block from Parker Bell. Trying to make a move inside the 25. He gets a first down and a little bit more. CB4, Tony's Pizza and Subs first down.
A 60-yard first down right there. By the time you count from time he started the deep dive.
With 4:50 to go, can Colton Bagwell march his team down the field and get 7. Snap, keeper left side. Got some blocks in front of him, but he's not going much farther. Maybe gets 1. Something with that ball that Colton took to the sideline he didn't like about it. 2 up top, 1 down low. Ball boy and Coach Freight have a little talk. Bagwell takes a snap, hands it right back off to Price. He gets through the group of linemen for a couple, makes it third down and 7. Under 4 minutes to go. Maybe a situation you want to try Acevedo for a field goal if you don't get this. Snap high. Bagwell, QB draw, has a hole and some blockers. Breaks the tackle. Can he get in the end zone? Touchdown. CB4. Marches the Canes down the field and puts up 6. With 3:38 to go, 42-12, and Keith, CB4 special.
He is.
It's insane. just watch him do what he does week in and week out.
That gave him a little bit of a hole, and then he took it upon himself to go the rest of the way on that one.
For as small as he is, he can break a couple tackles. Fake on the PAT, goes through the hands of Cam Sanders. Cam Sanders comes up limping. The Canes have missed on both 2-point opportunities. 41, 42 to 12. We'll be back after the break here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Back here in Piedmont after the Colton Bagwell rushing touchdown. He leads the Canes in rushing on the year. That will add to his season stats. Acevedo on the quick pooch. Can the Canes get to it? No, it rolls out of bounds. I feel like you just take those kickoff opportunities for the rest of this ball game. Let Acevedo try out different onside kick formations.
The way our defense played on that one, I just assumed pooched it all the way back there, or kicked it all the way back there in the back.
As the Rams are going to work. Looks like they'll mark it at the 46. Rams started the opening drive of the second half at the 46. They went right down the field and punched it in on a Thomas Stanley rushing touchdown. 3:38. Rams looking to do the same thing. Canes defense looking for back-to-back stops. Sutton, handoff right side. As a hole for Q Harris, he gains 6. Second down and 4.
Be nice for our defense to get us a turnover right here.
Looks like Will Thompson's came in for the Rams. He came in last week against the Patriots, scored a touchdown. Screen pass outside to Avery McFadden for a first down. Seven's been big on the ground and through the air tonight. First down and 10 for Thompson, the Rams offense. Snap, handoff up the middle. In the backfield, Jacoby Dukes can't bring him down. They finally do for a short gain of 2. Canes defensive line trying to keep this game from getting too much out of hand. This run game is going to be the thing to stop here in the third and fourth quarter if you don't want the Rams to score any more points. Thompson, shotgun, drops back to throw. Canes bring pressure. Duke's off the edge. Canes with a spike, and they bring him down. Thompson drives a Cane towards the first down marker. It looks like he'll be right on it. Third down and less than 1.
Big old boy, big quarterback.
Will Thompson, not as agile as Caleb Sutton, but a little harder to tackle. See if the Rams go to the QB draw. Q Harris in the backfield. Snap, handoff to Harris. Here's a hole up the middle, spin move, breaks the tackle. First down and 10 for the Rams. The Rams are on one of those waste time drives once again. Ethan Moody checks out. Pedro comes back in. Q Harris and Will Thompson. Their first drive together of the night. Looks like it's been a good one. Thompson overshoots an intended receiver. Number 18, Davis Boroff. Boroff. I want to say Borat. 2 up top, 1 down low for Thompson and the Rams. Snap, handoff up the middle to Harris. He can't break the initial tackle, makes it 3rd down and 6. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Founders Federal Credit Union, 3rd down.
They'll have to run one play.
At least one more. Canes student section still all here. They're ready to rock. Looks like a false start on the Rams, and it will be. Makes it 3rd down and 11. Big time flag there for the Canes defense. Thompson shotgun. Harris to his left, 1 up top, 2 down low. Kirby takes steps back in the secondary, and he'll reset at the line of scrimmage. Rotate left side. Takes a snap with 3 seconds to go. Run that screen pass left side. Can the Canes make a tackle? And they do. 4th down. We come back in quarter number 4. Rams lead 41-12 here in Piedmont.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs, and it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be, and worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all, you've got enough on your plate. Relax. You're with Founders.
Back here in Piedmont, 4th down and 5. Canes defense looking to get off the field. Thompson in the shotgun, rotates Q Harris to the right side. Snap. He'll keep it, look to throw. He's going to the end zone, has a man open, touchdown. The Rams keep on keeping on. Avery McFadden catches a touchdown to make it 48-12, pinning the PAT. And Avery McFadden just slips through the teeth of that secondary. 7-on-7 crime. Crudco on to complete the drive, up and good. The Rams make it 49-12. Here to open up quarter number 4 in Piedmont.
10 for the Bulldogs, second forced fumble of the game for Pendleton, and they'll take over first and 10 from the Mustang 49-yard line. He just looked like he dropped it there. It didn't even look like it was forced.
Yeah, it looked like he just kind of lost the grip of the ball. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but
I think he had time in the pocket. He just hesitated.
He hesitated, and I think he just kind of got scared and
he panicked
tried to pull it
time.
up too quick, and he just didn't have a full grip of it, as we can see here on this replay. Yeah, it looks like he just kind of just dropped it out of his hand. We need to start squeezing some.
Crudco has it on the tee. Morgan stands on the goal line. Deep kick, high, and caught by Tyler Morgan around the 5. Looking for blocks up that left side. Has a hole, has some speed. He hits the 45, looking to get past the 50. Tripped up by the kicker. And man, I don't know why you would ever even try to kick the 22 as he's on Hillcrest 46-yard line.
He's been waiting on it all night. Flag on the play.
That there is right around the 37. Holding on the Canes. So here comes Bagwell and the Canes offense. They'll start it at the 27. 11:45 to run here in quarter number 4.
Basically a 20-yard penalty there.
Four-stand shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Price, right side. He cuts it out on the edge, breaks a tackle, and gets a first down yardage. And a tad more. Tony's first down for number 5. After the gain of 11. Same formation for 4 in the Canes. Snap, hand right back off to 5. Cuts it outside, stiff arms a man. He'll gain 5 more. Reese Price tries to chip away at another 100-yard night. One up top, 3 down low. Snap for Bagwell. Roll to the bottom. Throws it back up top. Looking for Seth Hickerson. Oh, my goodness. He gets a first down, but I think that block holds up for a second longer. He gets gone. As he had only 14 to beat in that little hole, and he's down the sideline. Seth Hickerson trying not to make it back-to-back weeks with no touchdowns. Snap for Bagwell, roll to the bottom of your screen. Looking for somewhere to go with the football, just throws it away. Had Braden Beneker tracking to the sideline, but decided to get rid of it. 2nd and 10. Last week you see Seth Hickerson had 1 reception for a yard. We've seen him have big-time ball games against really good ball clubs earlier in the season. Second and 10 for Bagwell. Snap, hand off to Price, looking for a hole in the middle. Not much working. 3rd down and 8 after the gain of 2.
So our Gamecocks has got Mississippi State tomorrow. See if we can go 2-2.
They do at home, 7:30 kickoff. Of course, the Tigers with a big-time matchup. I'm very high on the Tigers tomorrow as the Seminoles walk in to Death Valley for a noon kickoff. Bagwell stands shotgun. He's looking for somewhere to throw. A lot of pressure.
Get rid of it.
He loses the football. Rams fall on it. Fumble from Colton Bagwell. The Rams will have the football in Canes territory with 9:52 to go. What I was going to say is I just wouldn't want to play Clemson when they have house money and nothing to lose at home at noon. A lot of talent left in that program. We'll find out tomorrow. A lot of fun games tomorrow. Colorado and the Deion Sanders football team will play Oregon at, I want to say it's at Oregon.
At Oregon.
Ohio State versus the Sam Hartman-led Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Should be a fun Saturday. First down and 10 for Thompson and the Rams. Snap. Handoff in the backfield. New running back. There is no 30 that I see. Unless that is 32, and it is Eli Yates. Rams have second down and 6. A lot of new names in the ball game here late. Stamp. Handoff. He'll cut it back right side. Canes are there. Makes it third down. After the loss of 2, makes it third down and 9. Founders third down for this Canes defense. With 8:50 to go. Just trying to get out of this ball game, because when you get out of this ball game, guess what, Keith? It means the 5A gauntlet is over. We'll start region play.
That's when the season really starts.
That's when you start going 1-0. Last year I started the 1-0 tweets. Third down and 9. Snap. Drop back. Canes in the backfield. Cam Sanders trying to get to the quarterback. Thompson breaks a tackle. The Canes can't bring him down. He's going to fight for a first down and a little bit more. Late flag.
A little bit of pushing going on.
Tyrone Jackson will check in on that line. Check the flag. Looks like Jacoby Dukes maybe lost feeling in his hand there for a second.
Not good when he turns his back to the offense.
Looks like it's going to be on the Canes. What? They say blocking the back on defense?
That's what it looked like.
Well, I don't think you can block when you're on defense, but we'll just roll with it. 8 minutes and 18 seconds. First down and 10 for the Rams. Thompson has been as good as Caleb Sutton since he's entered the ball game tonight. He did the same thing a week ago against the Patriots.
I don't know what his speed is, but you imagine him as a tight end.
Need to get guys like that on the field any chance you get. Hillcrest, of course, will go to 6-0 after tonight. They're the number 2 ranked 5A team. I don't know if I've checked the rankings, but you'd start to think, even when 5A starts, we've seen the likes of Teohana and Burns. You've talked about it earlier. This is the most complete team we've seen all year. There's someone better. I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah.
Thompson goes shotgun. Snap. Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 7. This Canes team trying to remember the next couple games for the Canes. But I know it will start region play, and I know you play Patterson BHP last. So it's anywhere from, more than likely, I think it's Fountain Inns or Southside moving into, there it is. Plays Fountain Inn next week. Austin made that slide in about 5 seconds. You could tell. It said title at the top. Snap. Throw outside. The Canes are there. Noah Ramey finally makes the tackle. They'll be marked up at the 12 for forward progress, but you start getting into Fountain Inn, Southside. I'm not saying Fountain Inn is easy by no stretch. That it's a team that I think could be a stealer of the 4 seed in this region. So that'll give you a battle, but I think the Canes match up well with everyone in this region, maybe besides BHP and the way they can run the football. But it should be fun down the stretch in 3A Region 2. Especially after what we've went through as a fan base in the last couple weeks. Snap for Thompson. Those at the middle of the field. Caught, breaks a tackle, touchdown for the Rams as they'll break the 50 mark. Make it, should be 54-12.
Okay, that BHP game you was talking about, I've seen it both ways as far as, you know, who's got the better team, so forth for the year. That's a game that you don't know who's going to win.
That's the thing with BHP and Pattersville's. It's a rivalry. Those games don't always turn out the way you expect them to play out. And a game that's meaningful, as those kick up good, they'll make it 55-12. I was about to say. When we come back, maybe we'll take a look ahead at the region games for the Canes. But right now, the Canes are trailing with 6:43 to go here in the 4th.
Up number 12, Jackson Allen.
It's a good number there. Shout out Tom Brady.
Looking to throw here. Zips it across the middle. That's just a walk-in touchdown for the Bulldogs.
That's 6.
So that's number 6 for Luke Gray. 26 touchdowns on the season now. And Bulldogs has 50 on the board. It's 52-7 right now with 2:11 left in the 3rd quarter. I think...
Back here in Piedmont, Taylor Swift, everyone's icon, playing here on the stereo. Tyler Morgan on the return, looking for a hole. Breaks it outside. Breaks the tackle up past the 30. That's where the Canes offense will go to work. Looks like the Canes have made some adjustments and changes to that offense here late. Again, region games down the stretch, Fountain and Southside Palmetto. And the good thing that always helps the Canes, I feel like the last 2 years, as you get Pville and BHP at the very end, and that just kind of saves you some work to be cut out. If you start off 3-0, those 2 games are pretty much for the region lead. Snap, hand off to Price, left side. Nowhere to go, maybe gains 1. 5 minutes to run off here in quarter number 4. It is 9:40 Eastern Standard Time, so everyone should get out of here at a decent hour tonight. Snap for Bagwell. Drops back to throw, rolls up top. Oh, takes a big hit up past the 40. Makes it 3rd down and 3. Looks like some new receivers have checked in for the Canes. 1 up top, 2 down low. Snap, hand off to Price. He's got a 1st down and more. Tony's Pizza and Subs 1st down. Reese Price inches closer to the 100 mark. Don't know if he's hit it yet. 56-12. The Rams lead. Looks like Mr. Willingham will check in at running back. 2 men moved. The opposite end and the opposite tackle. False start on the Canes. Reese Price has 21 attempts for 64 yards. Going Bagwell with 105 on the ground. Mr. Willingham's a young and up-and-comer at the tailback position.
It's
Wigington. Willingham, Wigington, had a lot of them. Snap, hand off to Wigington. Goes right side, has a hole. Got a 1st down and a little bit more. into Ram territory at the 41, and maybe 6 starting to fight for a couple reps week in and week out.
Tell you, that was an awesome pulling guard tackle on that one.
And you've been a man that's talked about that a lot this year. Kane's out and in front of the running back there on that play. Snap, hand off to 6 once again, has a hole. He's going to get a gain of 6 or 7 once again, and maybe this final 4 minutes will be a taste of the future with number 6 and Mr. Wigington. 3 up top, 1 down low. Bagwell takes a snap, throws it out to 6. He's got space in front of him, breaks a tackle. He's got a first down a little bit more, flag late. Fountain Inn, if I'm not wrong, will come here next week. So back-to-back home games. I think you head to Southside, you head to Palmetto, you head to Powdersville, and then you're back home for BHP to cap off this year before you head in the playoffs. That flag's going to be on the Canes. Make it 2nd down and 12. 11.
Man, I caught that ball and ran that ball, and then you turn around and bring it back.
Isaac's like, I got a first down, and we're walking backwards. Good to see 6 get some reps, though. Bright future. Snap, hand off to 6. Trying to cut it up the middle. Not a lot of ground to gain. He'll steal about 3. They get 3rd down and 9. Parker Bell out there in the slot. I haven't heard his name called a lot tonight. Like to see him in the pass game get involved. Bagel takes a snap. Looking to throw. Goes left side, dropped. Carson Bryant was open on this right side. See if the Canes offense stays on the field. Canes set up in the same formation. Maybe they saw what I saw and will look for 13. Snap. He'll look right side. Goes to the middle of the field. They were looking for 13, but incomplete as that one's an overshoot from 4, and the Rams will take over with 2:18 to go and nothing but time to run. And Keith, I think this is the first time all year where you feel like really never had a chance to get yourself back in this football game.
Yeah, you start off with, a block punt, 2 interceptions, terrible field position on both, doomed from the beginning.
Yeah. Offense never felt like they could gain traction. I think the defense looked as bad as it's going to get all year long there in the first half. Thompson takes a snap, hands it off. Canes are in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. The band starts to play as time starts to run out. Alex McCrary will check out. A lot of starters getting their rest. Cam Sanders is bouncing on that edge on the opposite side like, man, I don't want to get hurt, man. Get me out of the football game. 2nd down and 10. Snap, handoff up the middle. Cam Sanders is the man there on 3rd down after a gain of 1. Under a minute now. Should only have to run 1 more play.
Well, it looks like other than the one time, I keep bringing it up, looks like we've made the connection between the center and the quarterback. Got that worked out. Got some pulling guards, everything good there. Defense is still, good. You play the number 2 team
in the state of South Carolina, yeah.
So
can't really judge that one. Snap. Thompson will keep it. Screen out. He's tackled inbounds, and 25 seconds, that should do it. Rams will win this one 56-12. As time expires next week, Keith, we're back home against Fountain Inn and the Fury.
So we'll see what we have against them. I don't know I can't remember who all they played, but anxious to get into conference play and get on the run to the playoffs.
And from here on out, it's 1-0 mentality. The Canes got to win one after another. Tonight they fall 56-12. We'll come back here in a second, give you some post-game content around scores around the region. Again, we thank everyone for listening tonight. Rams win 56-12 here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Landrum 56-0. JL Man over Wade Hampton 49-0.
Pickens and
goes
Liberty.
out of bounds there.
Liberty 20-7 over Pickens.
Liberty over Pickens?
Yeah.
Man, Pickens is struggling this year too.
They always struggle. Them and Easley.
Well, you got that's what's so funny about their region. I work a lot of Greenwood High School football. Running the soundboard for the broadcast on Sunny 103.5. Shout out to them, by the way.
We don't give shout outs to other people here, Zach. It's only mypulsradio.com. The only place to tune in for sports on Friday.
Well, you can tune in and watch the game on My Pulse Radio on your phone, and you can tune in the radio to Sunny 103.5 and catch Greenwood High as they're taking on Berea next week. But, I'm covering a lot of games, and I'm really familiar with that region now. And you really got three teams in that region that are just not very good. You got Berea, you got Pickens, and you got Easley, that all three struggle. And then you got three powerhouses, it seems like, with Westside, Greendale, and Greenwood. So it's very top-heavy. As it's going to be 4th and 3, another not very good punt, and kind of shanked it out of bounds at about the 39. That's where Pendleton will take over 1st and 10.
Trying to give the cheerleaders a souvenir down there, I believe.
Actually headed off the tent, propped up on the fence on the sideline over there. I think the bands over there just decided to join together and kind of entertain themselves for the rest of the game.
Yeah, shout out to them with the halftime shows.
Welcome to the Consolidated Pipe and Supply post-game show. Again, the Canes fall 56-12 tonight to the Hillcrest Rams, number 2 5A team in the state of South Carolina. As you see the Canes on the field talking to their coach as we get closer to region play. The scores disappeared on the phone I'm using. BHP keeps their streak alive. They're up 63-21. Southside and Easley, I know Easley was winning big when we checked earlier. And Pendleton is running away from Palmetto 54-7, as you see on the right side of your screen. Again, I talked about it a while ago with Keith Ausburn. This team is going to get better as we go. The region will start next week as the Canes look to get some steal-me wins over Fountain Inn, Southside, and Palmetto, which should be expected. And then you play Powdersville and BHP, and those are kind of the coin flip games where you don't know what will happen. So the Canes still have plenty of opportunities to win this region and take home field advantage come playoff time. We thank everyone for listening. I'm Blake Miller. Keith Osborne's the color man. Ethan Mayfield on the camera. Austin Tripp on the ones and twos. We'll see you next Friday night here in Piedmont as the Canes will take on the Fountain Inn Fury here on the Wren Broadcast Network.